it was interesting hearing Marcelo Bielsa talking in his pre-match press conference. You know, he was kind of talking about the, you know, if there's not the mistake against Sheffield United, if penalties scored against us, you know, that Reading had, things could be very different. But that's football, isn't it? You ride your luck. But how impressed have you been, especially considering the injuries that the team have had to deal with performances in the last 4 matches?
I don't think people give them as much credit. They're having loads of credit, don't get me wrong, but even more so with the injuries, it's massive injuries to massive key players. Yeah. And the amount of young lads that keep coming through. See, Jack Clark, it's not an easy chance to set him up. Obviously, the keeper's coming out, the defender's coming back. Yeah, it might easily seem square to the side for a tap-in, but it's very difficult. And Coops mentioned, Liam Cooper in the studio with us, that there's an energy, there's a feeling, everyone's galvanised, everyone's together, and that togetherness has been evident in the last 4 games. Yeah,
it certainly has, and you know, I think the key players at both ends of the pitch, of course, you know, Pontus Jansson certainly had to step up. A lot of the experienced players have kind of disappeared around him, young players have come in, but even, you know, Jamie Shackleton on last Saturday comes in at right back, just does brilliantly. I mean, it's like, you know, and considering he's arguably 4th choice, maybe 4th right back at the start of the season, but he comes in and plays so well.
And I think if you ask Shackleton his best position, he'll probably say centre midfield as well. So if he was actually doing it at right back, in the first half he was running up and down right in front of us, constant with that energy, and he's a typical, for me, a Bielsa player. He can play 2-3 different positions, the energy that he shows, the crowd really bought into him, and he kind of drove us on in that first half when we were kind of like struggling to kind of create something. But it just kind of shows the work that's going in the under-23s, work even from the 18s, players coming through. Apohami touch upon, we all know about Jack Clark. Shackleton's obviously got his chance as well. Anytime they've got given a chance, they've stepped up and stepped in and done a good job.
Yeah, well, for the Bolton game, then, if you're interested in head-to-head results, this makes pretty good reading, doesn't it? Because, you know, as I say, Bolton Wanderers, I mean, they've been generally a struggling side in the Championship in recent years. So these are the last 5 meetings between the two sides. And, of course, we met Bolton already once this season at Ellen Road and, you know, played them in the Cup earlier on in the campaign. We'll take a little look at that game. Does that have any bearing, you know, when you've played a team already in the season? I mean, any bearing at all on how the next meeting might go? Is it completely forgotten about?
Well, it depends if someone's booted up in there or not. You kind of remember that. But I think the results kind of take care of themselves. But going off these past like head-to-heads, there seems a lot of goals in the game. It wouldn't really surprise me if there's going to be plenty of goals. But like you touched upon Pontus has been massive throughout all the season, but especially the last few weeks, stepping up, kind of pulling in the defence, leading. He's a big leader, he's a big presence for us, so I expect him to do that on Saturday. But if we keep a clean sheet, we'll win the game. It's simple as that. But if we have to score 2-3 to win it, so be it. It doesn't really matter to this group of players.